Hello everyone. This is our project 2 for database management systems. I'm here, Sebastian, with Ian here. And so we're going to take you through the process of our database CRM here for driveway sealing. So first of all, if you sign out, you just saw I was on like a specific page only signed in users can access. But if I sign in again, I get invalid credentials because I put in the wrong password. Okay, now they're valid. So we have this like home page with this typewriter. So this is Dave Smith's site, and yeah. Um, and these are going to be our queries for these special queries that we're going to have for our database. We'll go over those later. Okay, but um, what we should get into first is this dashboard. So um, let me know if you want to like explain anything. Okay. All right. So we have this like search bar for different clients on the admin dashboard. Uh, and we have requests, bills, and work orders. So pretty much you'll see that for every work order we have, the same request is going to appear here and it's going to appear as accepted. And look at some more requests, you'll see that we have 3 work orders at the bottom because these 3 requests have been accepted already. And the rest are going to appear as in progress, meaning that they haven't been accepted. You'll also see that we have, if the request has been accepted, it will display all the responses out. You see, we don't have any responses for these, but we're going to make some anyway. It'll display the responses out, but you're not going to see this form to create a new request. So this form, or response, to create a new response to the request. This form will only appear when the request has not been accepted. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much all the features of the website. The same thing for the bill. If you have a response to a bill, if it hasn't been paid, you'll see this form to create a new response to negotiate the bill. If not, so like for this, sorry, prices have gone up. I have to make this more expensive. David Smith sent that to make the bill even more expensive. Originally it was 500, now it's 1,000. So, but here the bill is already paid, so it's already been closed. And we see here, yeah, right. So yeah, that's pretty much how the whole CRM website works. And we also have a client view, so Ian's going to be going over that and signing in to clients.
Okay, so we're just gonna sign into this, right? Which is gonna bring us to the this is gonna be the client side. This is gonna be the client side. So you can just go to the dashboard here, and as you can see, they have 3. They have a bunch of these accepted. Down here are the bills, and then down here are the work orders they have. So one thing you do is you come over to create a response, and you can enter in your response here, and you can fill in this information and put pictures in. And you can then click submit and make an extra response, or you can cancel and you go back to the page. You also again can click view responses. You can't enter a response like initially if there's no. You can't really respond to like your request until Dave Smith responds. So yeah, so if he hasn't yet responded, you don't have a response and you can't really click a button there. We can also come over to bill responses over here, and you can respond to David Smith's request, or you can pay the bill. And if you pay the bill here, pay the bill, as you can see now it's paid, and it also updates the price of the bill after you paid it to what the price was of Dave Smith's last comment. The other thing we have is the register. We also have the register. We also have a page where you can register users. Register, which you can go to if you're not signed in, or you just go to anyway.
I use a different name.
Well, no, we're just gonna have it because you can't enter a duplicate name.
Oh,
But we're just gonna do that.
show errors.
It's gonna show an error, yeah. So you can't repeat names of, I don't know. Just get some stuff in here because it does have to be. It also has to be an email format, so it has to be at something.com for it to email. And if we do this and we click submit, it will say it failed because we have a username already in the database. So we need to pick a different username, like David Smith 2, and we can then make it now. And now David Smith. So now David Smith is in there, and now we have.
And if we try logging in as David Smith again,
We're now on the admin.
yeah, we're on the admin side, and then once we go to his dashboard here, then
We have David.
that's
Yeah, we have the new user there.
so
And
there's
he has,
nothing. Yeah,
he has nothing there.
nice.
Absolutely.
There's no, he hasn't made any new requests or anything, so we just show it's there. Okay, awesome. Now we are going to start with these special queries. So we're gonna go over how these work and then change the database around and then show how they change around a little bit to kind of prove that they work. Okay, so first one, we have largest driveway, and I found that just like manually changing the SQL is going to be the best way to show why this works. So for longest driveway, the driveway is included in the response table. So we just change this to 1500, then okay, then hopefully the 2000, we should couple with 2000 here. There we go. So we have now the driveways with 2000 square feet are being shown instead of that 3000. Big clients. Currently we have John Doe and Jane Smith. So if we go into the dashboard, we see that Jane Smith has already paid all of her bills. Let's check John Doe. Okay, yeah, they both paid all their bills, so we need to mark one of their bills as unpaid. So let's try changing one of their bills. This is Jane Smith's. Let's try changing that to unpaid, and you'll see that Jane Smith goes off the list here. So that just kind of shows that big client is working. Getting the client with the highest number of bills paid. Yeah, bills paid. And switch back. Okay. Now we have bills. Yeah, let's think.
We want to know. So the next one we're going to go over is
Now we're good.
okay, so the next one we're going to go over is good clients. Now, a good client is a client that's paid their bills within the last 24 hours. So we have one client that's paid one bill within 24 hours. Below that, we have bad clients who have paid their bills late, or just not paid their bills and their bill is late. And then down here we have overdue bills. Now we right now don't have any overdue bills because there are no bills that aren't more than a week old. So So if we go over here, we see that this bill is, this is a bill that's almost overdue, but it's, it's only about 5 days old. So if we go here and we just like move this back to the second, that's going to be, now it's going to be overdue because it's more than a week old. So if we refresh this, now we'll see we have another bad client because now his bill is overdue. And we also have this overdue bill here, which we can see the cost of the bill, who's the sender, and that. So now we have two bad clients because there are now two clients with bills that are going to be over a week old. As we see up here, this right here is Lucy White, who has a bill they paid within 24 hours. And if we, which one that's going to be, which bill is that? It's going to be done. I think it's this bill here. You can see if we just move it to another day. Now the bill is, about 40, and now it took about 40 hours to pay the bill, and they're no longer a good client. So, yeah, so that's how that works.
Yeah, I think we're.
Yeah.
Okay, we're recording good.
Okay, yeah, so the next one we have our difficult clients, and now difficult clients are clients with 3 or more requests and no responses, I believe.
Go back to project 2 description. So yeah, looks like we have Jane Smith for that, and 3 more requests that were followed up.
Which is
So
strange.
pretty much, what that means is that she's had 3 or more requests here, but there is no responses down here. So
This is so weird.
she's had 3. She's had 3 requests that have no responses. Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's what we interpreted that as for difficult clients. No, it's
Okay, we're gonna do.
prospective clients.
Prospective clients?
Yeah.
Okay, so for prospective clients, these are clients who haven't yet made a response. So we currently have 3 of them, and we just need to add a response. Just add a response in the database.
Oh,
Or if we log in.
prospective clients. Yeah.
So we could probably.
But those, I think Nicholas is very deserving. Let me check.
I think that. Well, none of them should have any requests right now. Yeah, none of them have any requests. So we have to sign it.
Actually, don't remember the password.
Oh, the other one, Dave, there's also Dave Smith too. It's the same password as Dave Smith.
Okay. Dave Smith too.
I think it's just Dave Smith. Let's go Dave Smith 2. Dave Smith's password is this.
Yeah.
I think this is. Yeah, so we can get on. So now we're going to go on the account we just made, and we're just going to create a new request.
This arrow in the corner is something that's not anything related to the project.
And we're just going
It
to
has to do with the front end.
just do this, and then we'll have that, and we'll just put a note. And so now we have a request, and we didn't put any images in just because that, so it just shows the default images. So now we're just going to sign out, sign in as Dave Smith again, and let's come over to here. We can see that he's no longer on Dave Smith. That Dave Smith 2 is no longer Dave 2 is no longer a prospective client because he's made a request. So down here, this is this month's quotes, which are the list of all the quotes that are accepted, which just means that there's a work order made. Basically, the request has been accepted this month. So we have right now these.
Probably accept the request.
Yeah.
So,
Try to think of which one.
well, try accepting the one that you just made.
They have to.
From the ad dash.
Okay, I have to go to
Dave,
here
Dave.
first. I have to go to. Okay, so we have to go to here then. Go to here. Go here. responses, and I have to make a response. Oh, yeah, sure. We're gonna say it's gonna cost you. First. I think we'll just keep the dates the same.
That'll be within the month, or the request is within.
Yeah, the request will be accepted. So we'll just submit this, and we've sent the request, so now we just have to go back over to two, and we can go over to his dashboard here. We can see we have a request, which we can come down here. We can just accept this request. Which when we do this, it's like the load, we see that now we have a work order for that request, and now the request is accepted. So we can then come back over to here, Dave Smith, and see that we now have a ninth quote accepted this month. So now we have, and it's from that's the who requested it, and then it's the bill cost and the cost and how big its driveway is.
Down here. Nice. Yeah, and then the last thing we have is revenue reports. So we can go to choose 2 dates and then see how much revenue we generated. Let's like verify that this works. So let's just go from
It's by paid, so it would be like the fifth, the first, probably like the last, like November 31st to the 11th.
we go from the first to the second. Would that just get this one me?
It would, yeah.
Yeah,
That's true. It would.
try that. Nice, yeah. So we only see 2,500 because we're only including this bill at the time. Go from the first to the fourth, and we should see 12,000. Yes. Okay. So yeah, so that's how we get the revenue report for the bills that have been paid. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. Anything else?
Kind of want to make a.
Oh, I know.
Okay. So we're gonna log in and just make a response. So go over to here. We're just gonna make a response. So we can here. You just make a response to this. Just to show that you can, if you do response, please put some dates. Six. $100. Submit that. See if we get a
So the other one, I think it might have been.
Yeah. So there's that. So we now have another response. So if we go back to Dave Smith's, which is the admin side, now they're no longer a difficult client because they've responded to one of Dave Smith's responses.
Sweet. Cool. That's our project. Thanks for watching, guys.